Yeah. So what we talking about today?
All right, first of all, let me introduce the show.
Oh shit. What's up, y'all?
What's up? I'm Bryant. I'm here with Theo, and that's 86'd Podcast. Here we talk about a bunch of things that's, I guess, relevant to the restaurant industry. So major issues, not so major issues, just everyday life. Things that everybody in the industry, or majority of the people in the industry, do experience on some type of level. I guess that's the best way to introduce that. I guess let's get into it. I want to say thanks again for checking it out, man. Like, we're getting a lot of good feedback from off the old stuff.
Nice.
And, a lot of downloads, so I do appreciate that because it blows my mind because I'm like, oh, they didn't even hear the news stuff. I always just sit there and put out disclaimers, just like, all the things that you were listening to was from like 2 years ago. Wait till you hear the new stuff, baby.
Yeah. And then I can't wait until y'all hear the new stuff and be like, damn, this shit ass. I gotta leave. Now I can't listen no more.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, though, because, if they were enjoying the old stuff, I think they'll enjoy this because this is produced a lot.
You know who said that? All my favorite musicians. But guess what? I still listen to all their first albums and don't listen to none of the other shit. You know what I'm saying? And when they go and they do their tours, they do all their early music and none of that other shit. That's how it be, bro.
It's a vibe. I think we got the vibe.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think we got the vibe.
So, I think we're going to recreate greatness every time.
It hasn't stopped.
That's what we got to do.
Just got to keep raising the bar. Every level.
There we go.
Just pinching out of the air like that.
Uh-huh.
This is the topic.
You see it.
Yeah, it's like that.
I think you broke it into two.
That's how you got to do it, because you got to dissect these. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you thought it was
Actually,
more?
You know what's funny? Dissect. Whatever.
Exactly. However cadence you want to do it, because I can get on the... all right, no rapping. Sorry, man. Got bars.
I got too black.
But you saw it happen. Dissect. Oh, man, what do you mean too black? There's no such thing as too black. Bliggity black, 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 black.
Yo, my mom always told me that if you 1% black, you all black. So, ain't no such thing as too black. It's only just black enough.
Oh man, but then did you hear the stories of people who say that they aren't black enough?
Who's not black enough? I know Ian's not black enough.
It depends.
I'm just playing. Ian's the blackest nigga I know.
I'm like Drake sits there. He talks about it all the time.
He talks about not being black enough. Oh, he talks about people thinking that he wasn't black enough. Oh, like the whole not fitting in thing.
Yeah,
I just heard Ray Allen going on ESPN about that, and he was explaining that too. He was saying like with basketball, something that brought them all together and gave them all like a sense of like, a team and like community and shit. Even with that, he had to he would go to these different communities to go play these games, and then all his friends would be white and stuff, and he never noticed the difference until they get off the bus, and then like all of a sudden they all go over there and shit, and they all know each other, and they already, you know what I mean? And he like, damn, now he feel a little different. So it was like one of those types of situations.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Then you go back to the hood, obviously, and you talking like not all of these bulls, and they looking at you like, yeah, why you talking like you white? And he like, I never thought I was talking like I was white. Mm-hmm. I thought I was just speaking how I was taught to speak. Like, I didn't see the difference. So, yeah. That's life.
Yo, that's why you got a jump shot like that.
Yeah. Jesus Shuttlesworth. Jesus Shuttlesworth, baby.
Yeah, man. No, seriously.
Nah, he a winner, bro.
I didn't know that about him, though. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. It was kind of cool.
All right, so I guess I'll just sit there and introduce the topic of the day. Like, what I kind of want to talk about.
Okay.
And what's been something I've been thinking about is sexuality within the hospitality industry. Now, that's a broad topic, It can go, this conversation can go any way.
Just me and you.
But, I don't know, so what made me think of it is I was listening to the radio.
Okay.
And they were talking about the LGBTQ community.
Okay.
Trying to understand their perspective.
Okay.
And wanting to become more educated and knowledgeable about it. And I kind of like it was pretty interesting. I can't remember the person's name that was speaking. So, but it definitely did trigger a moment for me where it's just like, oh, that's interesting, because I know that I'm not the most versed within the culture,
mm-hmm.
but then I am respectable. So I respect and I give everybody their respect to do it as whatever anyone wishes to do.
Okay.
But then the conversations that the person was talking about, the experiences that they have, is just like people are so single-minded, closed-minded to it, to the understanding that is, I guess, that they're naive, that they're not trying to understand maybe, or that they're so ignorant that they don't know, that people in general don't know how to approach or say anything or whatever, you know?
Approach people within like the LGBTQ community?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that
approach them like for what?
Conversation.
About what?
Anything. Like conversation, just
okay.
I don't know if it's casual conversation, like because well, see, I can. So that's where I started thinking about it even deeper. Just like, all right, well, what, like, how did this?
Like, what you trying to talk about? What you trying to talk about?
All of this, you know, like how did all of this, like, where did this whole thing stem from? And it was a video, I haven't seen it, that apparently went viral of a violent act.
Okay.
Going on where someone got really severely damaged because they were outnumbered.
Okay.
And they were just like, "No, man. Oh no, we jumped the person because, or allegedly, no, it's on camera. It was a 21-minute video that went viral of an altercation that happened, and when they discovered, I don't even think they even discovered it. I think they were just going out with the intent of just harming because they felt the people felt disrespected. So it's just like, no, well, you bumped my friend, even though the person never bumped the person.
Okay, so let me get this straight.
A fight broke out. So they all just rode on the person.
So a homosexual individual versus a group of non-homosexual individuals?
Yeah.
All right, and who started it? Women? You said women?
Yeah.
4 women versus 1 woman?
I don't think it was 4. I didn't see the video.
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out.
It was, yeah, but it was a lot.
It's a couple women. It was a couple women versus 1 woman.
Yeah.
A couple straight women versus a gay woman.
Yeah.
For the purpose of what?
Now the whole thing.
Did they have any context to this? You ain't see the video, did you?
No, I didn't see the video.
So why are we talking about it, dog?
Well, because it was a conversation on the radio that.
Okay. I know, because the thing is, we can't really even.
They were actually explaining the video where it's all he say, she say, but there's a 21-minute video of the full thing happening, and what was said wasn't the actual.
I'm start doing that right here.
Truth. Yeah, because you just did all of that, so I was like, none of that could be used.
Why?
Can it?
Huh?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, use that shit.
Oh, cool.
Dude, I would like.
I don't know. Like, I don't want to sit there and
incriminate me.
Yeah.
No, I do that. Anything I do on camera, I'm willing to put out to the world, bro.
That's a thing.
Absolutely. No, it's not a thing.
Like,
it's not a thing at all.
They were going to come and be like,
I don't work for nobody.
Here's evidence.
I don't even know nobody that don't know I smoke.
Here's the evidence. I don't know if anything ever happened someday.
Oh, we can smoke in the city legally. That's
okay.
cool. We can smoke in the city legally.
All right, cool. So overall, that
I just can't pull the whole pound out and show that on the camera.
Because that's a lot.
Because it's a lot.
Okay.
Can't more than an ounce.
I got you. All right. So overall, there was a.
That's not implying I have a pound.
Miscommunication or misunderstanding of thinking someone like hit someone, like a reverse into a car, like trying to get out, back out or something, and like a bumper to bumper thing.
Okay.
And then it's just like, well, screaming and all of that, even though it's just like a little tap, like trying to get out of a parking spot or something like that.
Okay, so there's road rage involved in this.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's just okay. So one person was sitting there saying, "I'm sorry" and all of that, but they just kept the group just kept antagonizing the lady. And then when they found out, I don't know how they found out because I didn't watch the video, but within 21 minutes they figured out that, hey, in their eyes this isn't a woman, this is a man. So they were like,
so they
it's not
used that as an excuse to beat the shit out of that person?
It won't be a fair fight because you're still physically a man and this is a girl. Don't put your hands on a girl,
Oh shit.
So
that's complicated.
Yeah. So this whole thing. So I.
Okay, well I'll say it like this: even if it was a man, you can't jump a man. Either way you look at it. If I get beat up by 4 girls, I'm upset about it. I'm upset about it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, even if the person identifies as a man or isn't, whatever, however you want to, I can't talk to none of that. Mm-hmm. But I could definitely say 4 people shouldn't jump 1 person. That's the easiest solution right there for me. But as far as sexuality and all of that stuff, I think it's a deeper. All right, so sexuality seems super broad to me when you say that as a word because, well, I mean, like, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Like, sexual orientation to me is not the first thing that comes to mind. Homosexuals and lesbians and gay people, or not gay people, is not the first thing that comes to mind. The first thing that comes to mind for me when you say sexuality is how someone expresses themselves sexually, or perhaps like not a sexual lifestyle, but just more of like a sexual habits or whatever shit like that.
Yeah.
So when you said sexuality, I was thinking about kind of how I conduct myself at work as a sexual being in a professional environment.
Yeah.
So that's where, like, so I recognize that I'm a sexual being, but that shit ain't got nothing to do with my professional environment. There's times that I could use that to my advantage, and there's times that other people could use it to their advantage, but we all do have to recognize that it's a part of humanity and who we are. So I can't repress it too much. I could repress it as a professional within that environment. You know what I mean? So it's like, I do believe there's a balance, you know? But with that, that's the first thing that came to my mind when I thought about that. But, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said it's a broad thing, because that's like, in my mind, that was the first thing that came to mind when I was thinking sexuality, and that's kind of what brought on this topic, because I was like, if I leave it so broad...
You're trying to get us canceled on the second episode, that's all.
It could still... No, I mean, if that's how you feel, I mean, I don't have anything bad to say at all.
I know.
So, because I just thought that we both, well, I know for myself that I can speak that I worked in a gay bar. Bartender there. So I was just like, so it can stem to more personal experiences as well as, just personal experiences that just create for interesting conversation.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking where this was going to go. Because it is a sensitive topic, but it's only sensitive just because you tense up and it's just like, all right, well, shit. I don't know what to I'm not touching that. It's just like, talk about it. And that's where that's why that conversation on the FM station was just like, whoa, because that showed the narrow-mindedness of not wanting to even become aware, knowledgeable, or educated about it, so you can conduct yourself in the best possible way.
But what do you mean? But like, what do you mean? You make it seem like you talking to somebody who like that's what I mean. What do you mean, like approaching it and talking about it and stuff like that? Because I'm like
sexuality.
Okay, sexuality. My dick gets hard like maybe 14 times a day still, even though I'm 33. Sexuality. All right, give me something now.
Mine do too.
All right, sexuality.
Yeah, so it can go. Yeah, it can go anywhere. It's a very
broad spectrum.
Yeah.
But if we're going to talk about the LGBTQ community, if that's what you want to talk about, let's be direct and let's say that's what we're talking about. Let's not just say sexuality.
Yo, that joint just keep going off.
I didn't even notice either. None of the times.
You didn't notice? You didn't notice any of the
No, sir.
Yes, you did.
I looked at him, but I didn't think about the fact that we was recording and care. You know what I'm saying? It's a loose environment in here, bro.
Evidently, it's not that loose environment.
No, it is super loose.
But no.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, we can talk about the LGBT. I fuck mad gay people. Come on.
Yeah, because it's not just about that. It's sexuality. Because all right, so the agenda that I did have.
That's what I mean. I want to know.
The agenda was to sit there and talk about the whole...
Working in the neighborhood?
Talk about it. No, talk about sexuality.
Okay.
And then go into the experiences, and then based off of that, because it's like working in it, but also all the, I guess you say, harassment, the sexual desires that come with working next to people and all that. Like, because it is comfort. It comes, you feel comfortable.
You talking about like twisting your homie's nipples and shit like that?
That's another, however it comes. If that's how you want to experience it as far as sexuality goes, then yeah. You get it? Like, because it's broad for a reason.
Okay. Well, go ahead. Lead the discussion. Hey, Mike.
Whoa. This is brought to you by. So, all right. So on the ride home, when I was listening to that broadcast, I understood, because I was just like, yo, like before I did not understand the LGBTQ community at all, because I haven't had...
I wouldn't even say you do now.
Yeah, I still... No, all right, I don't fully understand, but at the same time, I'm not naive enough to not respect.
Okay.
I will sit there, it's not even I will. I had friends. Look, you guys sit there, well, I have friends.
I got like 3 gay friends.
You know, but no, because I did work in a bar, in the LGBTQ community, and it was great. I met so many great people and listened to the stories, and I really understand. And it was awkward at first for me because I wasn't used to it, you know.
Yeah.
I've never came. I wasn't raised that way.
You was raised in the hood around a bunch of niggas that don't really.
They don't know anything that's so
they got a different way of looking at that culture. At least when we grew up, they did. We're a little older. You got to recognize that this generation is not the generation that's in high school and that's dictating a lot of the decisions that's being made in public and social media.
Yeah.
So because of that, it's kind of antiquated to think that way. Not saying you do think that way, but to saying like you thought that way, right?
Yeah.
So to say like we was raised in a place where they kind of encourage that, but they don't even encourage that shit no more. Like even my peoples ain't even looking at it like that no more. Cause half of their kids is gay now. Like my cousins and shit. So they not even like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But being brought up, like if I didn't work in the bar that I work, I would still be open-minded. I asked you if you wanted to, guys. You said no.
Nah.
Now you want what?
No, I don't want a glass.
Oh yeah, you got some. Yeah, my fault. But yeah, like I wouldn't know how to take or understand. I would think if I never was introduced, if I never was able to have a conversation, because it was never in proximity of me at that time growing up, you know. But being independent and having your own life experiences, I grow and I think totally different than a lot of people in my family. You know? So by that, me being independent, I gained my own comfort within myself, and I like to hang out with everybody because it's just like, well, you know, what the hell, why not? Like that's like there's no point in not hanging out with somebody, you know, unless they really did some fucked up shit to you. Yeah. You know, outside of that, it's just, like I do believe in like, yo, I have no reason not to trust someone until you give me a reason not to trust you.
Okay.
So I had to develop that on my. I had to develop that on my own. You know, the outlook, because that's not how, in at least the hood, you're raised. You're raised, or at least I was raised to not trust anybody. Don't trust anybody.
No, of course.
So to sit there and just flip that,
right?
It's confusing to them. It's confusing to them.
Them who?
As in my family.
Oh, I see.
My family, I mean, like, my friends are mad diverse, so I can't say my family and friends, but my family. My family.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
So, you know, overall, working in that bar gave me a whole different perspective on interacting with people and being outside of your own comfort zone. Because you may think that you're open outside of your comfort zone, or you're comfortable outside of your comfort zone until you're put in that, and then like to do it night in and night out, you know, it was really hard at first, but but I actually learned a lot, and a lot of people that came through there are people I do consider great friends of mine. Okay. Older people from all different walks of life, and they were just like beautiful.
Yeah, gay people are human too, man. So my perspective of it is funny. To relate to what you said, I was kind of raised that way too, but since I was really young, everybody always thought I was gay, and I never really went out of my way to tell them I wasn't. So that's my perspective on it, and I've been living that whole life. My whole life has been that way. So for the most part, I'm pretty much half gay as far as you want to see it. And I'm not going to say I'm half gay. I do look at sexuality as a spectrum. And I do think that people's attractions, especially as far as like sexual attraction, I'm not even talking about like, oh, love, I'm falling in love. No, especially like sexual attraction, like, yo, it's some beautiful females that you know that really you would like fucking lick every part of them. And then there's some females that you wouldn't put your tongue on them at all. And then there's some males that you know, that you think might look a little bit better. And then there's some males that you think might look a little bit worse. You know what I'm saying? It might be a spectrum. And I'm not saying I put my tongue on the nigga, but you know, whatever it may be. Yeah. So that's how I've always looked at it. Like, I don't know, man.
I don't know either. That's why I'm sitting here.
Yeah, I never really like
talking.
I never really felt the need to like analyze my relationship or how I've dealt with the homosexual community, because I never really looked at it as a homosexual community. I just looked at it as, I don't want to start naming names, but I just looked at it as these boys. My homie, my homie, my homie, my other homie, my other homie, my boy over here, this girl, that girl, you know what I mean? That girl, you know, we hung out with so many people in high school who was like, come on, man. Like, we had intimate people in our group who was like, straight up. And it's not like I'm looking at it like they any different than me. I'm just looking at it like, that's what you do. This is what I do. Shit. But I don't know. I never really thought about it. So it's funny to me. And then, like I said, you did the way that you introduced it as sexuality. So it only just keeps making me horny, honestly.
I mean, it's a hot
topic. Ooh, is that where you got that shirt?
You see, you know, I've been going with the whole pink and the nude the whole time so far, you know?
You know, it's funny, if you were white, that'd be skin tone.
It would be?
Almost.
That's what it's called?
No.
Oh. But I'm just like,
I mean, no, that shade, maybe like if you were like mad sunburn from like Australia, or like a sunburned Irishman. That's the skin tone of it. Yo, that's what you should do.
It's a skin tone.
No, that's what it is about Band-Aids. Did you know that? Did you know that?
What?
Band-Aids are actually supposed to be the color of your flesh, so they blend in.
Yeah, I didn't know that. It don't always work.
No, it never works.
It never worked. They're expanding that color range.
No, I've seen them. I've seen them in the stores, but they a mix pack, and I don't need a mix pack.
You only need.
I need all browns.
Yeah. I mean, you need the right shade.
The right shade.
I need
like an E4.
See how you know? Oh, because you're in graphic design, so you already. I got you.
Nah. I would have spit like 6 different digits at you if I really knew.
Oh man, it's cool. I got an orange hue. Yeah.
Cool. I don't know what to say. Just turn it off or what? Is it all the way?
I don't know. I mean, do whatever you want to, man. It doesn't even matter at this point, right?
Smash that shit on the floor.
Like, what good are you? You don't do what I need you to do.
Right.
But
damn.
But no, because I've never really thought about it until I was listening to the radio, and I was like, wait, I want to think about this. And so therefore, it just started trickling. It just started like all of the experiences that I've experienced, just start running through my mind, and I was just like, oh snap, okay. So when it comes to sexuality, I was like, all right, in our industry, well, in the hospitality industry, there's diverse amounts of different.
All right. So first off, the hospitality industry is already like, mostly every manager I get is a gay dude. Yeah, and then like, we worked in the neighborhood, so that's even like another thing. But we also live in a really gay-friendly city as well. Like this shit is a beautiful place to live as far as all of that goes. So we're kind of in the epicenter of it, if you think about it.
Yeah.
If you think about it. And then we also are, generationally, we also kind of experienced a big change with that movement. So I don't know.
So
I mean, cool.
but then that's like in our generation overall. It's just like, all right, well, we were there for cassettes. We seen that go to like CDs. We seen that go to MP3s.
Yeah.
You know, now we're sitting there. I mean, I guess you say streaming. Well, streaming waves. You know, like. So I mean, we got to experience a huge transition within not time, but like I guess worldly experiences in totality within our generation specifically.
Yeah, it's come a long way. But then we could talk about this race shit, right?
Yeah, we can talk about that. We can talk about that as well. So I mean, overall, that's where I was at when I was thinking of the topic, because it got me thinking about going down the rabbit hole, and then I could start relating to a lot of the issues that's at hand now, or not even just at hand now, but that's always been at hand, which comes down to harassment within the industry and people. Well, I guess that's still a form of harassment, you know.
What's
just
that?
the sexual experiences that goes within the industry. Even the way that you touch someone, you even learn how to speak to multitudes of people.
Indeed.
So you know, it's just like, and then you learn, like, it's pretty much like a flirtatious like dance, depending on the role that you're in. But no matter what, you still learn how to adapt, adjust within any circumstance that you're in within the industry.
Oh, so you a flirty little bitch?
I mean, I'm not a bitch at all, but you know.
You a flirty little girl?
I mean, I'm not a girl at all.
You a flirty little, what do I call you, a floozy?
I mean, scallywag. No,
flirty.
man. I mean, like someone told me in college. They just said you have a flirtatious personality. You don't even realize it.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Because I mean, I've never like this is how I talk to people. I don't think that I have flirtatious anything. This is just how I conduct myself.
No, this is how you were talking to me right now.
No, this is how I talk to everyone.
No, you're lying.
I mean, besides the recent experience,
I know you.
Outside of that, how do I talk to people?
I'm not going to do no impression of you just to make you satisfied.
Ooh, just talk to me. Talk to me.
Talk to me like me.
I the one I can't wait. Oh,
I love Kanye.
That's all it is? That's all it is?
You know yourself.
That's how I feel.
You know yourself.
Yo, no, seriously. I never took myself as the flirtatious kind of like person.
If you don't know no better, you don't know no better.
You know, if you know, you know.
I know who I am, but I know who I can be too. You understand?
Yeah.
So like in this industry, there's a way of using it, and there's a way of, like you said, it's a kind of a fluid thing. Like it's understood, which is they know what they want, so they ask for me. You know what I mean? They know what they want, so they're looking for me. And I know what I want, so I'm looking for her. Whatever the situation may be. And nobody is insulted by that, as long as we give the same amount of respect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I love it personally because I don't consider myself to be flirty at all. But if I have to be, I'm down.
You are,
I'm all the
man.
way down.
Have you seen this? Oh, but you already know how you are.
Like I said, I know what I can be.
Oh, you know
I'm not
what you
flirting
can be?
right now.
I don't know, man. You got your legs all open right in front of you. You look at me dead in my eyes. I'm just like, yo, man. I see the vibe. You got the diva ring just shining off. Like, you know.
Hey,
like,
listen, man. I ain't even know. I ain't even know.
You know.
I was just being me. I was just being me.
Look.
Yeah, I was just being me.
This is my space. Hey, look. Let me tell you something. Like that's when you start touching people.
I touched you first.
See, exactly. See, so that's the dance.
I initiated that
You
contact.
sit there, you bring it in. You know.
It's beautiful. Yeah, but I know what I can be. So it's useful as far as I see it. Like, but at the same time, it's also really dangerous because I was in a relationship for a lot of my prominent time in this industry. And I had to fucking try to chill. But it was hard, B. It's very, very hard. It was very, very hard not to give in to flattery.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, like, see, that's the weird part. That's the weird part, because when someone's flirting with me, I don't, I can sense it. I know it, and I shy away. You know, it's like, oh, snap, wait, oh, man, you're giving me compliments. Oh, my goodness, I don't even know how to take this. Like, I'm just here to do my job. You know, like,
Yeah.
like, I mean, when the stuff is genuine, like when someone's just like, yo, I like that shirt, it's like, cool, thanks.
Take
you know
it
what
off.
I'm saying? Like, but then when you say take it off, it's just like, hold on, wait, no. First
You
of all,
misinterpreted this relationship.
like, wait, no, that's not how. No, I don't want to take it off.
Yeah.
You know, like I
Do you need to have those headphones on right
I like
now?
this color.
Or are they helping you?
Yeah, they're helping me.
Okay.
Because I can hear myself.
Can you hear me?
No, I can't hear you.
At all?
No, I mean I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you because I have this one
Okay.
like that. But if I do it just like this, I hear myself.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I can hear you. You sound far away though.
Damn it.
But you're supposed to sound far away on this mic. You're
Okay.
supposed to sound.
Oh, so that's just for that mic.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, like no, I do shy away from like compliment. Like I get real, like I don't be that confident person where it's just like, oh yeah, you know. Like if I do that after someone gives me a compliment, then that's just me being that's just me, just like, oh, I don't take any of this serious, you know. I don't know.
Yeah, I tend to be coy, and that makes people give you more compliments.
Yeah, not me.
I mean, I don't do it intentionally. It's just
like, well,
you know, in
That
the
was
course
it.
of doing my job and not noticing how complimentary you're being, I'm like just being me. Still like, yeah.
it's like, yeah, man, I just like.
Like I think I'm just an overly friendly individual most of the time if I give a fuck about a person. If I have any
If I don't
attention,
like you, then-
if I have any attention to give, I'm gonna give it all to you. But if I don't have no attention to give you, you have nothing. Like I won't even fucking acknowledge you most of the time. Like I walk right past people and I know them,
Yeah.
but I walk past them to say more to the people that I really want to talk to.
Yeah.
End up being with them all day, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just,
I don't know.
I give it all to you.
I'm industry. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Like, I like to acknowledge people. Unless if we're really going through something, then I won't, like, I don't see you, you know? But for the most part, if there's nothing that we're going through that we need to actually have a conversation or anything, then no, I'm sitting there speaking. I'm like, what's up? Because I feel like everybody should be acknowledged.
I gave up on that. You know why? Because I worked in this office building and I knew people's names. And every day they would walk in and they wouldn't say nothing to me. They wouldn't say shit to me. They would just walk right past me. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. And then I was like trying every once in a while, put my hand up, or every once in a while say hi to get nothing back. Every once in a while say hi, get nothing back. So eventually that pissed me off. So I was like, fuck that. I'm saying hi loud to everybody as soon as they come in. They gonna acknowledge my ass, right? Mm-hmm. So they came in, hey, you know, gave it all to them. Good morning, say their name and everything, fucking acknowledge the shit out of them. Eventually that created a tone and a rapport. And that whole room was changing after that. Mm-hmm. And it stayed that way for a really long time. And I realized, okay, it's up to me to influence that whole situation. That's cool, that's what's up. Got into the industry, made a lot of friends. Well, got back into the industry, let's say. Made a lot of friends and would chill, party, you know, go see this person at the bar, shake hands, you know, names and all of that shit. Next day, whatever, next week, whatever. See somebody walking down the street, whatever. And I know this motherfucker sees me and he don't say nothing. And it's okay, because I'm not gonna say nothing either. And that's fine. I'm okay with that. I don't have to go and say, hey, you didn't say anything. He ain't say shit, I ain't say shit. Yeah. We good with that. We know the level of our relationship. We're realistic about this shit right here.
Yeah, that's not... Like,
I respect that.
That sounds like that's outside and it's like, I'm not going to cross the street to go out my way to be like, hey, what's up? Saw you across the street.
If I'm in my bar, it's my bar and I speak to everybody in my bar.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah, that's what...
Even if I'm working volume, I speak to everybody in my bar.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like if you're just outside and then, you know, like...
Yeah, I'm talking about if I'm outside, I was just partying all night, binging and shit. See a nigga at 3 o'clock on my way into the joint, and he was at the same party I was at, or he was somewhere else, or he was, you know, somebody that I usually see, somebody that I usually get, like he might not have been at the party that went until 3, he might have been at the party that went until 1. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, something like that. Yeah, that's all I'm talking about. Just acknowledging people in general in my life.
Yeah, no,
if I'm in my spot,
yeah, what's up?
Everybody gets me.
Yo.
This is my place. I'm on stage.
Yeah.
You know, even if I'm a server and there's a room, like it's not that I want your attention at all times. It's just more so I need your attention right now for a small window so I can service you. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Oh, mine's is just say what's up, you know?
Yeah.
Because I had to actually like, you know, because I didn't grow up with like guidance or proper guidance. So once I start figuring out things that I should be doing, and that's one of them, sit there and introduce yourself, get to know, you know?
Yeah, of course.
Get to know people, walk around a room, you know? So I had to sit there and like actually
in a professional capacity, absolutely.
Do that. Yeah, you know, it's just like, what's up? You know, say what's up, you know?
No, my dad used to be like, man, you better talk to everybody. If you walk into this room, shake their hand. And I was the type of person that shake, like, walk in a room with 8 people and shake 8 people's hand. Mm-hmm. Now I'm like, that's extra now.
See? Yeah.
That's extra now. No, not in work. Not in work. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about in a room now. I'm just talking about a room. Mm-hmm. At work, of course, it's work.
See, like I didn't have the same guidance you have, and this is probably where a lot of, I guess, what I don't see being flirtatious comes from, because I was raised by nothing but women. Uh-huh. You know, so me sitting there talking, it's just how, I guess maybe they were speaking to one another, or just would just speak in general. So I'm just now thinking about this as we have this conversation. So I don't know if maybe it does come off flirtatious. I don't know, but this is just how I've always been. So I don't.
Maybe you just know how to talk to women with your tone and your.
But it's not just women. It's everybody. This is how I speak.
Oh,
unless I have to speak in a way where it's like, hold on, I don't feel like this is right.
Maybe it's nothing about what you do. Maybe you're just handsome and there's nothing you can do about it.
See, I don't believe that.
And you didn't bring anything to the table at all. Nothing that you say even matters. Matter of fact, if you open your mouth, the more you do it, you're hurting yourself.
So I keep on doing this. I can keep hurting myself, but I'm working on that. You see?
You're just handsome. You can't do nothing about it.
I own up, you know? I own up. But yeah, so I mean, like,
How's it feel to be a piece of meat?
I'm not a piece of meat. I didn't feel like a piece of meat until I worked in a in a bar.
Exactly.
Where I was just like, oh my gosh. like now,
I told you that story about Gene, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was that?
What, you want me to tell you the whole story?
I mean, do you want to tell? I mean, that's what I thought you were about to get into.
Oh, man.
Because, I mean, you can't bring it up and then not.
Tell it on the camera? You can cut this out easy.
So when it's unprovoked energy coming your way that you're not anticipating or ready for, it's really shocking and appalling. It's just like, whoa, I did not. The vibes were misread here, you know.
Yeah.
So now I actually do understand women a whole lot more when they're just like, when they feel like, oh my goodness, like.
I'm gonna have to politely object to that statement.
That's fine.
I don't even want to let you finish it. You know why? Because there's a difference. There's a huge difference. Which is, one, you're not a woman, right?
Yeah.
And two, nobody's physically like able to just like take you down or nothing like that. Motherfuckers is just not gonna fucking attack you in the alleyway and shit.
If they're jacked, maybe they got a shot.
I mean, they're a little less likely to do it to you.
Okay.
So, that's all. You don't fear for your safety when you out on the street at nighttime.
No, but
The way a woman does.
But like, I feel like it depends on what block what sketchy alleyway I'm walking down.
Yeah, I know.
What time?
I know, but
But
you just can't say it's the same.
I do get what you're saying. I do what you're saying.
But you feel like you could be sexually victimized also, but not just like a woman though. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean,
like a woman.
I mean, but even still, just like I guess where the harassment would come in. I mean, even verbally.
Okay.
It's where I'm going. Where it's just like, wait, no, like.
That's the same thing. Sexual harassment verbally. It's probably the same thing as sexual harassment physically. It's not the same thing, but it's fucking just as bad.
It's still
both
it's
bad.
still a violation that messes up the whole vibe, messes up the whole relationship.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
experiencing that at one of the bars that I was at, it became too much for me. It became too much for me, and I wasn't making enough in order to sit there and just continue to just go through it. You know, It was just like all right, well, nope. Not making enough, and I'm being violated, and there's just no draw for me to continue to keep putting myself through something like this.
Yeah.
You know, but then I sit there, like I was thinking, just like of, I guess like women, they sit there and they like, it's their job, and I don't know, maybe they don't feel like they can go anywhere else or whatever, you know. So they just put up with it, you know? They try to ignore it. Maybe, I don't know. I'm speaking ignorantly on this. And
there's
I'm
a lot of people
with this.
There's a lot of people who get victim. This I don't think this is. Yeah, I mean, even deeper than just like a sexually type of charged thing. There's a lot of people who get victimized and react a certain way. And then there's a lot of people who get victimized and react a totally different type of certain way. Like certain people lash out and certain people don't, you know? Certain people might be more aggressive and fighting back about it. Certain people might not, whether it's sexual or not, or whether they're women or not, you know? So, but if we were to analyze like, you know, just that specific situation of someone being like sexually harassed at the workplace, whether it's a woman or a man, I don't think you should have to take that shit. And I think that even if it's a fucking industry job, there's clear lines, my guy. Like verbal and physical, there's clear lines. And I don't see why anybody would like hesitate to at least speak on it, like to at least take it up with an authority or somebody who can do something about it if you don't feel comfortable doing something about it.
And are there, now that makes me think, like, are there...
Like I said, everybody reacts differently.
Yeah, I'm just like, well, I even, like...
But I'm letting niggas know how I feel.
Is there... all right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I sit there and I think about, okay, there's not a lot of places within the industry, at least in Philadelphia, that really has human resources or anything like that to report to, you know? And even if
but that's why
even if
there's places outside of that
yeah.
company
Yeah.
like that you can report to.
Yeah. To start an
We will
investigation.
we'll put them right down there. There's a couple of them right down there.
Right down there. Click the links. Yeah, I mean, yeah, let's do that. Honestly, let's do that.
Yeah.
Wait. Where was I?
No HR.
No HR, but no, because I was going somewhere with that. Oh well, moving right along. Because watch is going to come at some point.
Yeah.
At some point.
You're gonna make it come.
Gonna force it.
It's coming, baby.
It's going to come.
It's coming, baby.
It's not you, it's me.
It's coming.
It's not you, it's me. Oh man.
Nice.
But yeah, no, all right. So
Just broke up with me. I feel like I just got broke up with.
no, man, it's me. I promise
It's not you. It's me.
man.
No. Of
Like
course.
sometimes,
So
like
they
we
always
all
say.
experience it.
That's what they always say.
What'd you say?
That's what they always say.
You say I'm looking at you. Look, no.
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 I'm speaking with my heart now.
You see I'm touching you. Look, no.
No.
It's me. I ain't trying to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like, all right, because then there's an investigation that will happen, an outside investigation. But for the places that don't have it, or even if they do have it, I think a lot of people don't feel like anything will be done.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part.
Yeah.
That's the sad part about it. And it's like, well, why even waste energy on doing that? Or because it may take years, you know?
Yeah.
Like I don't know too many cases, like, or there hasn't been too many that's out there publicly for you to even know about it. You know, like you see these cases where, you know, it's like companies are getting sued for stealing like tips or anything like that, but it's not too many that you see where you feel comfortable. It's like, should I put my neck out, you know, should I put my head out there, should I be the one, you know? And that's sad because this happens way too often. Discrimination.
You are
know,
right about that.
Discrimination happens so much. I mean, and that goes back into sexuality. Like,
Isn't that the purpose of like advocacy groups and stuff like that though?
I mean, I guess we'll put that in it. We'll put those in a link down
If we
below
can find
too.
some. If we can find some. I don't know if there's a sexual advocacy group or sexual harassment advocacy group for like our industry
Yeah.
per se. But I don't know if
Because
this
I mean,
exists.
that would be good.
You want to start one?
I mean, let's try it. Honestly.
That way we can lend a voice to the voiceless?
Yeah.
Hope to the hopeless?
Because the whole beginning of this is you want to find support.
Right.
You know, and it's
Yeah.
like, all right, well, if anyone you talk to, if they're not supporting you, are you okay?
Yeah, I be having epiphanies and shit, but they don't be having shit to do with this. So I just gotta let you go.
I was like, wait,
Is he all right?
I was like, are you okay? Do you want to
just
talk
keep touching me.
Like,
You see, since I initiated that contact, he just won't stop touching me.
Yo, we're gonna run this back because I think I was the first one to touch you.
No, I was the first one to touch you.
I don't know.
It was quick.
We're gonna roll.
It
We're
happened.
gonna roll the tapes, but
Okay.
you know, like no, because that's my thing. I touch people, and that's what.
And that's what this discussion should be about. And that's the problem.
Yo, keep your
That's
hands
the fucking
to
problem.
yourself.
Exactly. Keep your hands to yourself.
I mean, no,
Because
all
people
right.
hate that shit.
No.
No, listen. I would train people on my spot, high volume, moving quick, and I'd be like this, right? Eventually, I learned that way because people would do like this. Even the girls would get me right here, and then eventually I start getting toasty like right here, inner thigh type shit.
You start getting-
No, really, like really, because I was I did that. Yes. I saw your eyes get wide. Yeah.
Hey,
So
yeah.
so basically there was like levels to it, and then obviously I have relationships with these people, so clearly we have
Yeah.
you know, this is how this works. So as I train new people, I'm giving them this, and they're like looking at me like they're uncomfortable. I'm like, yo, sorry man, I just touch you because I don't want to have to say something every time you're standing in my way. I'd rather just do like that. And that's how we kind of got used to doing it. And they're looking at me like some of them take it, some of them don't, but everybody's a little bit different. So there's some people you might just have to just blow in their ear instead.
I mean, if that's what works for you. Look, I mean,
I'm just saying, there's different levels to this.
I mean, there is.
It's communication.
There
you know,
is.
80% of communication is nonverbal.
Like in the beginning, like all right, but in the beginning, are you sitting there touching people when you're first meeting them? Like
If I'm training someone,
not if you're training someone because you already have the rapport with whoever, you know, like
my first touch is, am I touching somebody as soon as I meet them?
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Clearly not. I'm giving people their personal space. I'm not even breathing in their direction.
So you get it. So it's a clear, because you like, all right. So the way that I was trained, because I used to only just work behind the bar by myself because it was the slow days, you know. So I didn't have to sit there and be with someone else, you know.
Yeah. You weren't in confined spaces with people.
Yeah. So when I actually had to work with someone, I was trying to just stay out the way.
Mm-hmm.
And then
it's impossible.
And then I mean, it's like you stay on your side, I stay on my side, we'll be all right, you know. But that's
then
not
you gotta
how
ask them for some shit.
That's not how the bar was set up.
Yeah, then you gotta ask them for stuff.
So trying to be swift like a ninja, you know what I'm saying? Like
you crash sometimes though.
Yeah. So then
you crash them, so you gotta be cool enough to crash.
Never. So it wasn't touching. It was just like, use your words. So mine always became like, just say where you're at, you know? And then once you build up that rapport, then it's like, all right, yo, behind. Or, yo, coming on your right, you know, whatever, you know? And then that became like the touch.
I love it when you just work with somebody who can see you before you're coming and you can see them before they're coming, because you guys have fucking spatial awareness.
That's
yeah, spatial awareness, baby.
Yeah.
I know about 3 people.
I mean, it's hard.
I know about 3 people.
It's hard to get a dance going, or it's hard to get a
like
good
I said,
dance.
if there's somebody who's able to be completely locked into their shit but feel your presence around them, you know what I'm saying? I think that comes with I don't think it's about a chemistry between those 2 people necessarily, as much as it is just the skill level of each of those people to achieve this certain balance. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a different type of dance. I mean, like, yo, it's dance. Dancing is an art form. You see, hold on, baby. Dancing is an art form.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna touch you anymore. Is that okay?
You're gonna touch my box.
I'm gonna touch you as much as I want to, because you listen.
All right, I'm listening.
All right, I don't know. That's a cool hat. I see what you did there too, man.
What'd I do?
The colors, you know.
I ain't even peep it.
Cause I got you, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Cause you knew you were gonna come into the like bluish lighting, so you had to get the little navy blue.
I did my hair today, so I did myself, so I needed a hat.
All right,
it's a bad hair day.
I got you. I mean, yo, I see the small little drip, even though you know what I'm saying, it was unconscious. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's like, yo, man, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know I need to cover my hair.
New Liberty.
Liberty.
New Liberty, Philadelphia. You know what that is?
No, what's that?
It's actually a distillery.
Let's say.
Yeah.
Actually, one's on the heart with this too.
Yeah, it's something on the back too. I just don't know what it is. I think.
All right, so I mean, who's New Liberty? Tell me about them.
They're a distillery. They make some good shit.
Where they're at?
Philly.
Where in Philly?
You can find it. Google it.
All right.
I don't know, nigga. I know what neighborhood, but I don't know what the block is. I don't know the address. Is it on the shirt?
I was like, cause you went all no.
Nah, I mean it's on the shirt.
I didn't know.
All right. Well, you can skip that shit. You can cut that shit out.
No, man, that's Tom.
All right, cool. Well, I just fucking listen, man. We already sitting there. You pointed out the drawing. I was like, oh, I got a New Liberty shirt. I acknowledged it.
I pointed out the hat. I was pointing out the colors of the hat.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know. You know, I was just like, all right, you know what I'm saying. But I didn't know. But now I do know New Liberty.
Yeah, New Liberty. Yeah.
It's a distillery.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't see because now I'm about to sit there and just like go through the whole design. But I saw the barrel right there and I was just like, oh.
Word, with the fire.
Yeah, you know, because I was trying to figure out, I'm like, all right, Keystone right there. Liberty, it's not the bell. You know, so I just start going down a whole little thing like that. So that's why I moved your shirt over, because I just saw a P, A, and I was like, yo, it's only a couple letters probably in between there.
Yeah.
All right.
Word.
So, and then you say, you know what, though? You know, they put me on, man. Thank you. Is that okay?
Is that okay? That was awkward as shit. Yes, sir. I believe you. I believe you.
You know,
all right, so that commercial's over. Back to the show that we were completely fouling up.
What does that mean?
Fouling up?
Yeah, fouling up.
Fucking up?
Oh snap! You feel that way? I don't feel that way. I feel like it's awkward, but it's cool.
I mean, if I have to analyze a show that I'm doing right now in the middle of a show,
Yeah.
I would say
You're in your head, man. I think this is actually. I think this is. Well, I mean, I'm comfortable being in the uncomfortable, awkward space.
Yeah.
So when people hear this, like,
yeah.
like the voices that's going to come to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just gonna sit there and like, oh snap! I learned something now. Thank you. You know,
Okay.
like
Yeah,
I mean, it's conversation. You learn something from conversations.
All right.
And yeah. So I mean, all right. This sounds like a bad episode to you.
No, I wasn't saying that. I was just
that
saying.
we're fucking up.
I mean, if you take it serious, I mean, I don't know.
Yo, everything I do, I take serious, my guy.
All right. Well, either way,
So how you feeling, man? Sorry.
I feel pretty good. I was just trying to think of where the subject was going to go after that. So once you said, like, I was like, oh shit, this dude really thinks I meant we was fucking this episode up. But I don't know. I don't got no topic to keep me from thinking about this. And
That's good.
You know
so
what I'm
you're
saying?
Engaged.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Be
So
present.
like, and now you're asking me, and now you're shut up. So now you're asking me, shut the fuck up. So now you're asking me if like this is a good episode or if this is a bad episode. And I'm like, what the fuck? Who does that?
No,
Like
I mean,
this is like it's a good episode because we're here,
I'm like,
and it don't take nothing.
I'm like, you said.
Listen, no, seriously.
All right, sorry.
There's literally no messing up like in this situation because it's us connecting. Like if we here and the lights is on and the cameras is on and the shit, like the only thing we could do to mess this up is not record the audio or not record the fucking.
We're in it.
All right, cool.
I don't know.
All right, cool,
but I'm
cool.
rolling
No,
with
because you asked me a serious question that I cared about the answer to.
Oh.
So that's why you was like, you in your head. I'm like, no, I am because I care about that. Are we messing this up? We can't mess this up, nigga. We gold. We golden. As long as we recording, we not messing this
Like,
up. We're creating
man.
content right now.
Platinum.
All right.
Platinum.
Anyway, so I ain't had sex in a long motherfucking time. This coronavirus
Speaking of
shit got me
sexuality.
fucked up.
wait.
No, this corona shit got me fucked up. And the thing is, look, my habits now, I'm so used to being in the house that I'm not even looking for it. And I'm not even drinking no more, so I'm not going to no fucking bar. I'm not riding my bike all the way across town to go sit in the park and read a book.
Why not?
Because that's just not me, bro. That's not an efficient use of my time and my eyes. All right? That's just not me.
I got you.
I know people do that, but I don't. Right?
I tried it.
Yeah, I did too, and I didn't enjoy it.
I didn't enjoy it either. I'm sitting there just like,
I could have did this shit at home. Like, it's a whole, damn.
I'm like,
I probably went to a bar.
It's a lot of
I probably did a bunch of shit, you
Yeah.
know? I probably did something other than that eventually. But either way, like, I gotta put myself in a position to get some ass. But not just ass. I don't want no ass. I'm too old for just ass. I need some motherfucking relationship love, bro.
Yeah.
So I gotta put myself in a position to get some relationship love. So I'm thinking about either opening a speakeasy so I could just make money off of alcohol. Or just hosting like pool tournaments in my basement.
Yo, man, that actually would work out pretty well. You know a lot of people that play pool,
I do.
and they got friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dig it.
And I had sex with some of them too.
See, so you already got it. You're already good. They were like, oh my God, I didn't know you had a pool table. I see your angle. You be like, you know, man.
Dog, I spread this net, bro.
I don't like.
I spread this net, right?
I'm real low key with that.
Speaking of sexual, I spread this net, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't have to say it.
You?
I don't have to say it. Is that cool?
I don't know what just happened. Did I just agree to something? Look, you got no camera too. You boy, like just let you know. I spread this net. Is that cool? I was like, wait.
You got to put together all the words from the last couple sentences.
It's like, oh no, it's every seventh word within a conversation. What is going on?
I said that once we started rolling.
Yeah. It's like, no, it starts at the 1 minute marker. Every seventh word, you see, he looked at him. What is going on? You're like, oh, so you don't know that they drank from the same glass. That was it right there. That was it right there.
These niggas got a blood pact.
But yeah,
oh
man,
shit. Yeah, this episode ass, right?
I mean, that's what sexuality is.
It's ass.
I mean, and titties.
So how about my nigga Tone? I was talking to Tone yesterday, and he was like, yeah, so I came home with my booty. I was like, yo, you use booty so perfectly right then. And he was like, yeah, I know. I'm not really a guy to use booty in the ass sense. I was like, yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Double entendre. Don't even ask me how.
Triple.
So?
Because I don't know. So?
So what? Alright, man, I don't want to keep listening to us laugh. Alright, man. But, I mean, we're having a good time. So, no matter what you think of this episode, Theo.
Alright, no. So, I want to go in a slightly different direction, though. I wanted to mention the fact that, like, I know particular ladies who have left jobs that I've worked at because of the situation that you was talking about earlier, which is like they felt like they had no voice. I have been in positions like earlier in my life where people made fun of people for being homosexual, but that wasn't since like high school, and even that I don't think that was real. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Even that wasn't real. That was like you making fun of me or me making fun of you in that sense, or like not actually.
You didn't know what you were saying back then.
Remember when you used to say that's gay all the time?
Yeah.
Right. And then our gay teacher told you to stop saying that.
Oh, CJ.
No, CJ wasn't gay. CJ was married.
No, I didn't know.
Mike.
Not that.
Mike.
Wait, we didn't say that.
Mike.
Mike said that to me.
Mike.
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kept saying, stop saying that. Made it a point to tell you, stop saying that.
I was not listening.
No, you weren't. He was gay.
Yeah, I know that.
Right.
Yeah.
So the thing is, we like that's out of ignorance. That's out of bringing whatever you want to call that. However you want to excuse that bullshit. Right. Mm-hmm. But I haven't seen that since then. And even then, the people that we knew were gay, we never gave them that energy. We never gave them that energy. What, you need a napkin?
Yeah.
I would have offered you one. That was my situation. So it's just me.
Like, it's just you.
Africa.
All right.
Yeah. But.
Not ready.
Not
ready.
Okay.
Not ready. Wait.
Sure you are.
Mike was gay. I did not know.
Really?
At that time.
At the time?
I didn't know what it was until later when I learned.
Yeah. But like with that said, like with the gay people that we did know that like I don't know if you knew anybody that was gay, but I knew people who were gay back then, like real gay, like actual gay. And before I even knew Mike was gay, I knew people in our high school that was gay. And I don't know if you knew, but we wasn't giving those people that same type of energy. You know what I'm saying?
What type of energy?
We wasn't like, man, that's gay, and then as equating it to something negative or using it as a derogatory. We wasn't using any derogatory terms to them.
Yeah.
We wasn't calling those dudes nothing bad. Yeah. We wasn't like,
no, we wasn't calling everybody by their name.
Right, exactly. So like, there was the ignorance of that, like on that level. And I'm not even trying to excuse that. I'm just trying to say like, I haven't heard of that bullshit since a long time ago. Mm-hmm. And not to say that it doesn't happen, because honestly, I'm sure it does. And it would suck. I'm glad that where we work at and where we was at, I'm more like, I get more gay dudes hitting on me than I would get somebody disrespecting a gay dude in front of me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm cool with that. I'd rather have that balance, and I'm okay with that, because this gay dude, he got the right to hit on me all he want. I can turn him down. I got the power to. Now back to these women though. I do know women that have actually left jobs that I've worked at because people have done shit like slap their asses or talk to them the wrong way every single day, or treat them like they ain't got no respect. So like, that's fucked. Yeah. And if there's anything that we could do,
I mean, because that's a lot of levels too.
Right.
Of disrespect.
There's levels.
Yeah.
Right. But it's all unacceptable.
Yeah.
So like, if the reason I don't want to wrap up before we actually talk about that a good bit, because that shit is fucked. And I think that shit, it's not, I think it needs to stop. But more so, like, I think that the least we could do is, like, shed a little bit of light on it, give a voice to it. And then, like I said, like, put those numbers down at the bottom. Maybe let somebody know that there's somebody who could speak to that. Somebody else who could speak to that. Probably give somebody a little bit more confidence and I don't know the word I'm looking for, but give them a little bit more confidence and courage to speak up against that type of shit and take that fight to where it got to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's a fight. It is a fucking fight. It's a struggle.
Yeah, I mean, because it's going against in a sense, what you would call the machine. You know, it's going against the machine. And I mean, it happens often way too much that you never hear. And then it's just like, I mean, you hear it, the glass ceiling and all those kind of jazz within corporate, but within the hospitality industry, you don't hear like the glass ceiling or anything like that. You just
I'm talking
nothing.
Like physical, sexual assault.
You just don't hear any of it. It's kind of just like not even get swept under the rug. People just leave, or they just have to, they just champion through it, hoping that something better will come along. But there's never really no resolve. There's no nurturing. It's like, it's not hospitable. You're like, people just don't be hospitable to the people who they should be hospitable to, which is employees or staff as well as guests. Like, it's supposed to be a welcoming environment no matter what. And that's not happening. Yeah. Alright, so I guess for the most part, this is where we actually step up and try to create the resources for you to find and us to be able to go further into. Hopefully we can do like a side mini episode just specifically on like the resources and go
actually go down and present them.
Yeah, and that'd be more
dope.
so on
So we put the onus on ourselves to do that.
Yeah, so that would be more so on the audio side, where you go to that's 86'd.com, where we will just have that side project going on. But as far as when we say that the links will be listed below, that's more so for the YouTube channel, where you can find it when it's being posted. We will keep you posted on that. When we sit there and say you can click the link below, it's for the visual experience. But for the
you
audio,
fuckers know how this works.
For the audio experience, this would be like a side project that Theo and myself will look into, so we can present this to you on the platform of audio. I think that's really cool. No, why are you laughing, man? I'm being so genuine right now.
So I can't laugh at you for doing that?
No,
I'm being genuine too by laughing at you.
I'm being vulnerable.
I'm being genuine too by laughing at you.
Like, what's up, my guy? Like,
yo, listen,
like,
bro.
that was a vulnerable moment, and you're just going to sit there and laugh. Oh my God.
I wasn't laughing like audibly though. I was just smiling and shit.
Yeah?
Yeah. Just call me out, bro.
Sorry. No, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. Huh?
No. you said you wasn't gonna touch me no more.
Look, hey, come on, man. Don't even be like that. I don't even like your energy now like before.
You want a hug, bro?
No, I don't even want to hug.
Oh, man.
But yeah. Oh, man, that's too funny. That's a good take.
No, man. Anyway, so yeah, we got a side project now. I'm kind of excited about that, because now our website isn't just gonna be a fucking t-shirt and a fucking audio and shit. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, things with causes. I mean, that's what this whole platform is supposed to be for. Like, not just to present the issues, but if we can, if along the way we can find the solutions to them, that's even grander,
Hell yeah.
Since our last conversation, a lot of people has been using the analogy
What's that?
of the whole having all the equipment and asking for partnership or some kind of ownership in it for you using that equipment that's been provided for you.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, of course it's always going to be extremes, because where I still do stand with that. It's like, well, this is rate. I'm not giving you $2 in order to sit there and film us. I'm giving you a decent amount. If that being, where you still don't have any ownership within it, but this is
All terms should be negotiated.
Yeah,
There's
but you. All right, sorry, but all right. Since I didn't go to school. I didn't go to school for hospitality management or anything like that. So me coming in was ignorant, just as I'm sure a lot of other people coming into the industry is ignorant as well, where you didn't know that there was a negotiation for the current going wage of the $2 an hour plus tips. I still don't think that a lot of people know that you can negotiate for a higher, or if they say no, then you just don't have the job. But if everybody's offering that, I think it's pretty much just like, well, I don't think anybody else is going to go higher. And it makes no sense for the sheer fact that there are places, we'll just go apply to those places, that do offer like $10 an hour plus tips or anything like that. So it's not like it's not that you can't do it. It just won't do it. That's how I feel about it.
Okay.
But then there's the side that you had of ownership. It's like, well, I'm providing all this is my inventory, and you're just amused within it. You know? So that's where I guess that's where you're understanding.
I'm giving you a platform for you to do your thing.
For you to do your thing. All that you could just go buy your own liquor and do it, but you don't have the license to actually sell it legally.
Your talents don't exist outside of this place here. Pretty much.
So that crosses over into other industries that I'm learning and becoming more aware of now, like personal trainers. I didn't know that the gym took 60% in of what they make, and then the rest is split up between other things, and they get like 20%.
So when I had a lot of friends who were personal trainers, you know half of them, most of them, Chad, Al, Rick, shout out all them boys, and they all pretty much, as far as I know, they can correct me if I'm wrong, if they ever watch this, but as far as I know, they actually got just regular hourly plus commission. So it wasn't no 60%. It wasn't no. See, it's funny because we've come a long way for it to be a cut. That you can say that they took 60%. Oh, so you already thought you had 100% to work with, huh? That's a perspective failure, right? What it is they got hourly plus commission back in the day. So if a guy does have it and look at it like, dag, I'm doing personal training right now, and I'm only getting, I know how much these accounts are worth, and so on and so forth. Well, then you have to actually learn how to streamline your business model to the point where you can go and get yourself a gym membership and get your other person a gym membership, set up your own program, make it simple for them so they can sign up through you, and then take them where you need to take them in life, right?
That could be one way if that's not just against. I don't know.
I'm not saying you can sign up people for a gym. I'm saying package it in so you can actually say, listen, all right, if you want to sign up with me, you're gonna have to come to my gym. This is the gym I use.
Okay, yeah, but that's where and that's where the whole overhead came from. Conversation, because the overhead for buying your own equipment, which is your own inventory.
Your equipment, you're talking about real estate, you're talking about licenses, fucking advertising, you're come on. So beyond that, beyond the whole business aspect of this, and are you even a business person? Like, can you do all of this, or are you just a personal trainer? You know what I mean? That's a whole different thing.
Yeah. And not even just limited to personal trainer or anything, but across the boards, like sales, anything,
Oh, all right.
Because it's not
sales.
It's not
like
just,
what kind of sales?
These are all.
Because we all do sales, nigga.
These are all. There's
personal trainers sell too.
Sales, but
personal trainers sell too.
There's all service reliant businesses. So if you're being like a mobile nurse,
I got you.
Or whatever,
I got you versus goods. Versus goods.
Nurse
I got you.
In a hospital, or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. So you need resources. The people who start businesses in this are people who never mind, I don't even want to talk about that. Because it's different categories. You got people who start with money. You got people who get good loans. You got people who stack their stuff up over a long time. There's different ways of getting at it. Different ways of getting at it, but
Yeah. I just
there's a lot more to it, though.
I just brought that up just because it's just just to bring that back around, because people have been
Okay. Yeah, I didn't even remember.
Saying things, because this is how I'm always talking. This is always a conversation, and usually people who are in other industries also work in the hospitality industry, and then coming off of pandemic and everyone starting to hire again. I was looking around, and a lot of people were looking around as well, just seeing what people are offering, and they're still offering the $2 an hour which is like,
Why would you expect that to have changed?
like mind blowing. Well, because
They've been closed down for 3 months, so if anything, they think that you're happy
They
to
have-
have a job and they're happy to be open.
and well, I was like, all right, whatever. It's like you have 50% less clientele at max that you can have, and 50% less staff that you're allowed to have come in.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean that already is like, so at their 100%, if that was
Right. I get you.
$100, it's
'Cause
just like,
you're-
well, now it's potentially at max
Yeah.
$50. You know, unless people are going to be really generous. You know.
Yeah. And
So
on some
I just think
occasions,
that's-
I can imagine that in some places with
Just-
some things.
That's just like
I can imagine that in some places with some things, though.
I can imagine that in some
And I can
places,
also
too.
imagine that if you are really like that guy and you're really down for that, then you back and you doing that. Like if I cared about my job, if I liked my job, if that was the spot I loved, if those was the people I grew with and I fucked with, I'd be back at my work. I'd be like, yeah, I'm here for 50% because I love this.
Yeah, I understand. Like, I understand that.
Yeah.
But I just think of the value base, you know?
Mhm.
Like, because, I mean, that's a whole, like, that's an attachment. That's sentimental to you, you know?
Yeah, but it's also an investment because what you care about, you care about. So it's like you're gonna put your neck out for that. Like for me, I don't necessarily have a job that I could see myself working at for 20 or 30 years, but I'm not against a person who does.
Yeah.
And if you have a job that you can see yourself working at for 20 or 30 years, then you have the utmost loyalty. Like you have a fiduciary relationship with those people. Like you love it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I don't have that. But I
like
can
it's-
understand it.
I mean, that's like, dude, that's like a toxic relationship. You wonder why she keeps going back to him. Like, I don't get why you keep
Why is it toxic?
Why do you keep going back? Because I just view it as that's harmful for you because they don't value you. Like
How do you know they don't
them.
value you? How do you know they don't value you?
I mean, because they'll put more money. They'll put big.
Oh, you talking about the 278 people?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, if that became the situation, and I believed in the spot like I believe in the spot, then it might not even be the owner particularly that I believe in. I might believe in the customers that much, my regulars that much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Other people. I might just believe in the neighborhood that much. I might believe in a whole lot of aspects of it to the point where I'd be like, all right, this 278, I can watch this, or these $50 in tips. I can watch this because eventually it's going to be $100 in tips. And if it's not eventually $100 in tips, I know that the people that I've been messing with, like, rather than stand behind a bar in a new neighborhood, a new bar, just for more money, I'd rather stand behind my bar with my people and know that they're going to take care of me.
Yeah.
Because I believe in my people.
Yeah, that's respectable too. You know, that's respectable too. But there's still, I guess there's a goal or a vision that you have in mind with that because that's
The goal and the vision is that I want to be a part of this. If this is something great that I belong to.
yeah, sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, personal.
It is personal, but that's if I believed in that. Not if I believed in it. That's if I had that. If I had something to believe in that much. Because there's some people out there with that, bro.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we both know a couple of them that's like that.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
a
yeah.
good bit of them that's like that,
Yeah.
and that's rare, and that's admirable to me. I think so. I'm just like, oh snap! All right, well you have a whole different mindset.
Yep.
You come from a whole different.
You see yourself
background.
in a different place.
Yeah, so I get it. You know. I get it. But then at the same time, I just seen different positions become available, and they left. You know.
Yeah.
You know, they left for that different opportunity. So I mean,
I worked in places where I trained people and they fucking got ahead of me.
that's I mean, it's just interesting. It's just interesting. All right. Let's see. Highlights.
Highlights?
I mean, unless there's more to be said about sexuality within the industry.
No.
All right.
Still horny.
I mean, you know, that is what it is. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm dealing
I
with
mean,
it though.
I'm pretty sure-
I'm doing a great job dealing with it.
Yeah, I'm like, I mean, I think people actually stay horny until what cycle is that? I think women is menopause.
Men don't do that.
Men are always horny. Oh, it's not. I didn't know.
Men be reproducing until like 70.
I mean, see, that's something different.
As long as they could get a hard on, then they could pop a
Yeah,
bus.
but when does
bust a bus.
But when do you
Down
stop?
something.
When do you stop?
Getting a hard on?
Yeah.
I don't know.
See,
That's a physical thing though. I'm pretty sure you're still a perv though.
I mean, I planned on being a perv until whenever
Yeah.
whenever it just stopped.
Yeah.
You know.
Just inside though. Just inside. I don't project that.
Oh
on
yeah,
other
yeah.
people.
No.
I don't project that onto y'all.
Be like that old man, like ooh.
No, nigga. It's like this big. Yeah, girl, shake that.
Hey,
Where you get that from?
Where you get that from? I ain't never see you around here before.
Yo, where your mama at? Never mind.
Oh,
Come here.
Goodness. Oh my goodness. But yeah, no, like I just figured. I mean, I know Viagra helps, but you know, like that's
Helps. Never mind. That's a different. That's a whole different episode.
You did Viagra, man?
What you mean? Why are you talking to
What
me?
do you
Why would you even ask me that?
Because it seemed like that's where that was going.
Nah. I've never taken any dick pills at all.
All right.
All right.
Until next episode, like, whoop, I can't wait. I wanted to tell you last time, but I didn't want to ruin it.
Yo, boys be taking supplements though. Boys be copping the stuff at the Chinese store with the muscle niggas on it.
I was like,
and the Chinese girls. Yeah, no. The black ant. No. They copping the black ant.
The black ant. What's black
and
ant?
the ginseng. You talking about the Beijing? The ginseng. I don't know what it is. I don't do nothing. I don't do none of it.
Cool. That's all right. See, that's the story. That's
Matter of fact, he can tell you about the black ant.
All right, so I definitely want to give a highlight to the special individual, Julia Connie. You were there for this.
Okay.
She voiced out against the wine industry on their lack of support within the black community. And, oh man, she has a lot of people rallying behind her. So after that, just to flex a little bit, I'm calling it a flex. I'm pretty sure Julia would not call it a flex at all, but I got you. So Julia started off with this webinar, I guess you would say, where she had a winemaker from Champagne sit there and talk about their particular process. We got to see the lovely lot or plot behind her. It was actually a really cool conversation, and got some real valuable information from it. But since then, Julia's just been on the rampage. She's just been interviewing so many people within the wine industry, getting so many stories, just like connecting people, I guess you would say, or giving them a voice in her platform, or on her platform, in order to talk to people of color, also known as black people, but it's not limited to.
No, Spanish people. It's Asian people.
Yeah, it's a whole lot. It's a diverse catalog. So yeah, shout out to her. She's actually doing the thing. She has a lot of, I guess you say, one-on-ones coming up. So just check her out, Julia Connie. Shout out to you. I see what you're doing.
Indians too. It's Indian people.
It's really diverse. That's it. So shout out.
I ain't want to leave them out.
No, I'm not leaving anybody out.
All right.
But Julia's, I guess you say, new endeavor is called Black Wine Professionals.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Polynesians.
I mean, anybody that's not white. But that's what it means, right? Right?
Yeah, sure. What, man?
Am I wrong?
No, man, this is when you said it like that. That's funny. I'm sorry. I ruined it with the left.
No, you didn't ruin it. You added to it.
Go
I love
ahead.
it.
Go ahead, man.
Because I was confused. I was like, wait, did I do it wrong?
No, it's cool.
That's because I could have misunderstood.
No, we want to be inclusive. We don't want to be exclusive. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
we want to be.
No, it's not excluded. I mean, no. Did you know? Look, fun fact. Oh no, that's not POC. Never mind. I was going to say, did you know single white mothers are minorities?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but that's not POC though. So we're not talking about minorities. We're talking about POC.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there is a distinct difference
between people of color.
Between people of color, and
single white mothers
and minorities. What? All right, but anyway, man, shout out to you, Julia. Thank you. You're amazing. Everything that you do. Keep the real ones in. Yes. The first time I actually came across Julia was not physically at all, but I was going through a magazine. Which one was it? Either it was Forbes magazine or Wine Enthusiast. I don't know. It was one of those magazines, and on the very last page in the back was an article of Julia's, and so she was talking about being a person of color at wine tastings and how uncomfortable they make her. And I just got back from New York from doing being in a wine tasting like seminar thing, and boy, I think I told you about this. I definitely did tell you about this, and just the how uncomfortable it was, like, cause it's people just treat you differently. So I read that, and since that was fresh, on my heart and my conscience. I just related so much to it, so I reached out to her on Instagram and just told her how much I appreciate the article she did, and it's crazy because it was the very last page. So yeah, what I was telling you is in New York, when I was sitting there talking about, it was two other black people in the tasting, and I was sitting there trying to give the nod, and the black guy was acting like he didn't see me, and he kept trying to look away from me, and I'm like, I know you see me. Like, sitting there just trying, like,
yeah,
I see you. Oh,
like,
hey,
like, bro.
Like,
yeah, I know that.
It's only, come on.
You're not with me.
Like, I know. He gonna walk past. He walked past me. I tell you, it was.
He was with them, bro. He was with them.
He was, you know what I'm saying? It was just, yeah. So
you know who you are.
You know who you are.
If you watching
older
this.
guy. You know what I'm saying? Older guy could have easily been a mentor. You know what I'm saying? Just like, let me tell you how it goes in here, Playboy. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't that smooth because he didn't have the edges.
Maybe he didn't like your face.
Swiss of cheese. It was just full of holes. All right, just going on. Sorry, I'm back. Really back. And that was the moment right there. That was the moment.
We got a lot of moments.
That's what we're here for.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're here for. All right, man, you got anything?
Nah, I think this was a great episode.
You see him now. Now he know. Like, well, I knew it was great from the beginning, but
I got my shit off. That's why.
Wasn't there.
What you mean?
What you get off,
bro? First off.
All right, matter of fact, we're gonna talk about this. Hey, I just want to say, hey, hold on. Keep that to yourself. We'll talk about that off air. Hey, yeah. I just want to say thank you guys for listening. Julia, shouts out to you. Everybody that's been listening and following and subscribing and downloading the podcast. Thank you. I'm Brian Fennell. I'm here with Theo. We've been crushing it. We have so much more coming up. Don't forget to go to that's86'd.com and cop the new merch. It's dope. Plus, this guy's making it so, it's handcrafted beautifully. Ooh. Come in all sizes, right? One color, but all sizes. Perfect for you. That's how you do an ad. You see that? How you feel about that? All right, I'm out of here. You out of here?
Yeah.
All right, thank you once again. Keep tuning in. Peace.